bring out the whole gang. So right now we Pendulum the 4 cards, and that is a game for my opponent. Yeah, no point doing anything else fancy. Hello everyone, welcome to another Dr. Bash video where we're going to be playing Pendulum Magicians. I saw that they're about to get hit on the ban list. Well, kind of hit. Most FTK is going to be dead. And as you can see, we have the FTK live in this deck. So our goal is to Pendulum summon around 4 monsters. If you can Pendulum summon 4 monsters, the FTK is live. The real issue with FTK is this card, Predaplant, Verde, Anaconda, where you can instant fusion out Independent Nightingale. Instant fusion's at 1, so this FTK would not be consistent at all without Verde being alive. So as long as Verde is alive and this card's at 3, the FTK is always up. Let's go through the main deck. I put in some Performer Pal cards in there. I don't really know how I feel about them. In play test, I didn't break with them. So feeling they did kind of help with the deck's consistency. We have 2 copies of Sorcerer because we actually have like a lot of targets for him now. 1 copy of Odd Eye Synchron for Synchro Summoning. Not with him. He turns other Performer Pals or Odd Eyes into tuners, into level 1 tuners, which is pretty crazy. So that's his scale effect. So pretty much with 1 copy of Astrograph Sorcerer, we can make Warlord Savage Dragon, and that's if we break. So that's if we Pendulum summon 3 cards and not 4. Triple copy of Wisdom Eye, because you kind of have to if you're running a Magician variant Pendulum deck. 3 copies of Skull Acrobat Joker, because it's a fun and balanced card. 2 copies of Harmonizing Magician. I should probably bump him up to 3, but he was at 2 before I get this, so I might bump him up to 3. Double Iris Magician, 2 copies, because that's how many we are allowed. 2 copies of Black Fang and 3 copies of Purple Poison. 1 copy of Dark Worm. 1 copy of Celeste Magician's Consistency and another dark target. Performer Pal Gertrude, he's the good one. If he's destroyed, he puts another one in scale. 1 copy of Butler. Honestly, I don't know why he's in there, but he is a target to search, and he can summon himself, so it's pretty good. 2 Oath Magicians, because he lets you add a magician back to hand. 1 Chronograph Sorcerer, because he summons himself for free. 1 Supreme King Gate 0, because he goes with Dark Worm. 1 copies of Dissolver, because Dissolver is a fusion card just to have extra negate. That's if we mess up. And he most likely will be a reason why we mess up, but I like having 1 copy of him. 2 of Dragon Shrine. I used to run 3, but it's really breaky if you draw into 2 copies of them. 3 Duelist Alliance, because that card is not breaky. 1 Valence World, 1 copy of both. Mostly because it cuts your Pendulum summon down by 1 if you can activate it. And 1 copy of Star Pendulum Graph, 2 Clawed Buys, and 1 Time Pendulum Graph, because the Pendulum Graphs are searchable by 5 cards in the deck. Extra deck 1 Vortex just for the negate up early if we need it. Warlord Savage, negate. Baron DeFlores, negate. That's so easy to make, so easy. If you can Pendulum summon 5 cards, I'll summon this card just as protection. And so then we have IP, just in case we short Pendulum summoning cards. 1 copy of Verde Anaconda, has the FTK live. 1 copy of Beyond the Pendulum, newest card in the deck. It's really good. 1 Nightmare Unicorn, Celine, it's just a summon a card. Apollosa, and Access Code. So let's get going on these games. So our goal is just to get the FTK up as many times before within this hour. So I'm going first. So this FTK is very reliable for hand traps. Maxi is definitely one of them. Okay. Okay, so we're going to activate Dark Worm's effect. We're going to get 0 to our hand, even though we have a bunch of low scales and extra cards. Because our goal is just to Pendulum summon 4 cards. We're going to put... Oh, I don't know how to do all that. I can just normal summon this. Let's go for it. I need a high scale. Okay, let's see if our opponent sits through this because I do have it. It is live right now. Put you in scale. You in scale. Let's do this. Yeah, let's bring out the whole gang. If he has Nibiru though, this is the point where I lose. Let's see if he has Nibiru. And if he doesn't have Nibiru, so right now we Pendulum the 4 cards, and that is a game for my opponent. Yeah, no point doing anything else fancy. Let's add you up for follow-up plays. Next we make Predaplant, verde, Anaconda. Activate our Scales effect to destroy himself. Target 1 Time Gazer, and yes, we will summon him onto the field. It's almost a mistake. So I used to play this deck sometimes. I mostly use it at the end of like the rank season to like rank up quickly and to just get done with the battle pass, because the battle pass can be done in like one night, especially if you have a deck that can fly through games like this one. It's so consistent. Like, look at that first game, no brick, no nothing. Last win of this deck though. This deck is not going to be playable. Cannot choose the wrong card there. Oh. And that's game. Wow. That's not okay. Yeah, I don't blame them for hitting this deck. Yes, that's not okay. Especially this is a best of 1 format. Stupidness like this happens all the time. That's okay. And another crazy thing about this FTK is that even going second is really good because you can just get 4,000 burn, 6,800 piercing damage. This is my, yeah. Okay. Straw. Okay, so our opponent probably has a skill drain or something like that down. Let's try to play around it. Go ahead and ash it, please. No? Okay. As far as the board, it's pretty much over for my opponent. This time we're going to make Beyond the Pendulum and run to his other effect. I don't know what my opponent's doing right now. You're gonna get this card? Should I make Beyond the Pendulum? The FTK is alive. We're not going to make Beyond. We're going to make Electromite. And I'll use Electromite's effect. Okay, so we're gonna pop this bad boy into my hand. If I draw into an odd ice card, I'm gonna fuse right now. Okay, I have to designate a card to my hand. Then we're going to draw one. Then we're going to place them in scale. If he has a Solemn card face down, I might be able to kill him this turn. Okay. Select that, and that's going to be it. So chance to activate it. Blue Eyes deck. See, like even when this deck doesn't FTK, it still can put up some massive damage on board. Like, yes, Blue Eyes isn't the best deck, and I don't think I've lost to a Blue Eyes this entire time I've owned Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, but like this. I'll go mid. I will not activate your effect right now. Kudos to this guy for staying. Town, you did a good job staying. But yeah, even when this deck doesn't FTK, it still just straight up kills you. So losing the FTK isn't really like the end of the world for this deck. It's just, again, it's just more of a convenience thing.